Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to discuss some MCQs based on analog communication. Come, let's move to the video. Calculate power in each sideband if carrier power is 3.445 kilowatts and there is 20% modulation depth in AM signal. There are four options given. The option A 0.3445 kilowatts, option B 3445 kilowatts, option C 0.5 kilowatts and option D 0.03445 kilowatts. So what is given in the question? In the question, carrier power is given. Carrier power is 3.445 kilowatts. Carrier power, we have to denote it as PC. PC is equal to 3.445 kilowatts. Then what is given? Modulation depth. Modulation depth is nothing but modulation index. Modulation index M is equal to 20%. 20% can be written as 20 by 100, which is equal to 0.2. Now, what is our question? We have to calculate the power in each sideband. To calculate power in each sideband, the formula is the power in each sideband, power in LSB or power in USB. We have to use the formula M square PC by 4. Now we have to substitute these values. M square is 0.2 the whole square into 3.445 kilowatts divided by 4. On solving this, you will get 0.03445 kilowatts. Option D is our correct answer. Suppose if they are asking a question to calculate the total power of both sidebands, here for each sideband we are using this formula. In case if they are asking to find the total power for both sidebands, you have to use the formula M square PC by 2. If we use this formula, we can calculate the power for total power for both sidebands. Next question is, after amplitude modulation, the amplitude of the carrier wave varies between 4 volt and 1 volt. Calculate the modulation index. And 4 options are given. Option A 0.2, option B 0.4, option C 0.6, option D 0.8. What are the data given? 2 voltages is given. 2 voltages. That is what they have specified. The carrier wave varies between. So since the word varies comes here, this is the maximum voltage, this will be the minimum voltage. So the maximum voltage, we can represent it as E max or V max. Okay, maximum voltage E max is equal to 4 volt and this is the minimum voltage. The minimum voltage E min is equal to 1 volt. From this given voltages, we have to calculate the modulation index. To calculate the modulation index, we use the formula M is equal to E max minus E min by E max plus E min. Now we have to substitute the values in this formula. Then we will get M is equal to 4 minus 1 by 4 plus 1, which is equals to 3 by 5, which is equal to 0.6. And the correct option is option C 0.6. Next question is, for 100% modulation, power in each sideband is. The options are 0.25 PC, 0.5 PC, 0.75 PC and 1 PC. What is given in the question? Modulation index is given. Modulation index for 100% modulation, M will be equals to 1. And we have to calculate the power in each sideband. To calculate power in each sideband, the formula is power in LSB and power in USB is equal to m square PC by 4. We know the value for m is 1 square PC by 4, which is equals to 1 by 4 PC. 1 by 4 is nothing but 0.25. So we will be getting 0.25 PC. The correct answer is option A, 0.25 PC. Next question is, the modulation index can be derived from. The options are A, frequency domain signal, option B, time domain signal, option C, both A and B, and option D, none of the above. The modulation index can be derived from frequency domain signal and time domain signal. So the option C is the right answer. Next question is, in single sideband, that is SSB signal, which are the following are correct? First option is, the carrier is suppressed leaving the upper and lower sidebands. Next one is, resulting signal is referred as the sideband suppressed carrier signal. Option C, no power is wasted on the carrier. Option D, all of the above. The correct answer is option D, all of the above, because single sideband in the sense there will be only one sideband. So they have written the carrier is suppressed, there is no carrier, but there will be upper and lower sidebands. The next one is, resulting signal is called as sideband suppressed carrier signal. That is also right. No power is wasted on the carrier. That is also right. So option D is the correct answer, all of the above. Next question, what is used to generate a DSB signal? Option A, balanced modulator, option B, carrier suppressor, option C, demodulator, option D, sideband suppressor. The correct answer is option A, balanced modulator. Next question, the power required in SSB transmitter is dash than the normal AM transmitter. Option A, greater, option B, less, option C, 0, and option D is 1. The power required in SSB transmitter is less than the normal AM transmitter. So the correct answer is option B, less. Next question is, the low power carrier transmitted with SSB signal is called. Option A, SSB carrier, option B, dummy carrier, option C, fake carrier, option D, pilot carrier. The correct answer is option D, pilot carrier. Pilot carrier is nothing but a low power carrier which is transmitted with SSB signal. Next question is, the techniques to suppress one of the sideband. Option A, filter method, option B, phase shift method, option C, third method, and option D, all of the above. All these three methods are used to suppress one of the sideband. So the correct answer is option D. Next one, dash is used to shift the carrier frequencies in AM. Option A, frequency deviation, option B, frequency translation, option C, frequency mixing, option D, both B and C. Actually, frequency translation and frequency mixing is used to shift the carrier frequencies. So the correct option is option D, both B and C, that is frequency translation and frequency mixing. Next question is, if the modulating frequency of a carrier wave varies between 700 Hz to 7 kHz, find its bandwidth. 4 options are given. Actually, what is the given data? The carrier wave, frequency of a carrier wave varies between 700 Hz to 7 kHz. If varies comes, then we have to write maximum and minimum values. Here what is varying? Frequency is varying. So we have to write frequency. Maximum frequency is F max. Maximum frequency is 7 kHz. Right? And minimum frequency is 700 Hz. Minimum frequency is 700 Hz. Now we have to find the modulating frequency. Once we know the value of modulating frequency, we can calculate the bandwidth. So the modulating frequency formula is Fm is equal to F max minus F minimum, which is equal to 7 kilohertz minus 700 Hz, which is nothing but 7000 minus 700. We will be getting 6300, which is nothing but 6.3 kilohertz. Now this is our Fm value. We have to find the bandwidth. To find the bandwidth, the formula is bandwidth is equals to 2Fm, which is equals to 2 into 6.3 kilohertz. On multiplying this, we will get 12.6 kilohertz, which is our option A. So the right answer is option A. Next question. Carrier signal in modulation technique is option A, high amplitude signal, option B, high frequency signal, option C, low amplitude signal, option D, low frequency signal. The correct answer is option B, high frequency signal. Carrier signal in the modulation technique is a high frequency signal. Next question is, a 5 kilowatt carrier with 100% modulation produces dash in each sideband. The data given in the question is carrier power. Carrier power is given, that is PC is equal to 5 kilowatts. And the 100% modulation is given. For 100% modulation index is equal to 1. We have to calculate how much power is produced in each sideband. To calculate the power in each sideband, we have to use the formula m square PC by 4. So substituting the values, 1 into 5 kilowatts divided by 4, which is equal to 5 kilowatts by 4. 5 kilowatts by 4, we will be getting 1.25 watts. The correct answer is option D, 1.25 watts. Next question is, if average power of transmitter is 4 kilowatts and maximum power is 20,000 kilowatt, find the duty cycle. And 4 options are given. Option A, 2 into 10 power minus 3. Option B, 2 into 10 power minus 4. Option C, 3 into 10 power minus 3. Option D, 3 into 10 power minus 4. The given data are average power. The average power is given. Average power is equal to 4 kilowatts. Average power is equal to 4 kilowatts. And maximum power can also be written as peak power. Maximum power or peak power, that is 20,000 kilowatts. Now we have to calculate the duty cycle. To calculate the duty cycle, the formula is average power divided by peak power or maximum power. On substituting the values, we will be getting average power is 4 kilowatts. 4 kilowatts divided by peak power is 20,000 kilowatts. On solving this, we get 2 into 10 power minus 4. The correct option is option B, 2 into 10 power minus 4.